This is part 3 of the university tour. I will be showing you the hostels on campus as well as the best hostels to live in on campus. This is Keystone Hostel and it is owned by Keystone Bank, but obviously UNIBEN will have their own commission. It's originally called Keystone Bank Hostel, but everybody in school calls it Keystone. Boys and girls live in this hostel. You have people who sell, you have the dry cleaner. There are about 200 rooms, if I'm not mistaken, in this hostel, but I know that there are more than 120 rooms in this hostel. So yeah, this is the most expensive hostel in UNIBEN as of now, but there is another hostel that has just been built. It's by TET Fund. I'm going to show it to you. It's right in front of me. 3 new hostels. Let's go. All right, so this is the TET Fund hostel. There are 2 other hostels that way. They pretty much look the same, and I guess that the interior also will look the same. Word on the streets is it's 4 in a room. Some people say it's 2 in a room, but what we don't know yet is if this hostel will be allocated to students, because it's sponsored by TET Fund, and we don't know if regular students will have access to this hostel or just postgraduate students. We really hope, fingers crossed, that they allocate the hostel to regular people, because honestly the hostels in school aren't that great, and this is just a breath of fresh air. Honestly, I mean, everybody has their eyes on this hostel. So next up is blocks of flats. I've arrived at my next stop, which is blocks of flats. I literally can't hear myself and I have to talk quietly because it's echoing. But I think the reason this is called blocks of flats is because of the arrangement here. So if you look here, look there, you see houses. So you see here the buildings. And if you go down, there are still buildings. If you go down, there are still buildings. It's really, really far from school. There's a bus stop here, but no bus ever comes here. You need to either have a car or you're walking to your faculty. So from blocks of flats, there is a diversion to SSQ, which is senior staff quarters. There is SSQ in UNIBEN, and then there is JSQ in UNIBEN. The houses here have this unique feature. They're labeled B65, B69, however it is. And the thing about JSQ and SSQ is it depends on your rank as a UNIBEN staff. So if you're a senior staff in UNIBEN, you live in the senior staff quarters if you wish to. If you are a junior staff in UNIBEN, let's say you work in health center, you have accommodation in junior staff quarters. So let's take a look at the area. It's really calm. That's the thing about senior staff quarters. It's really calm and it's serene, trust me, because lecturers are here that are thinking they don't want no noise. And also students rent the boys' quarters of the homes of these lecturers. So you find some students here. It's a serene environment, like I said. Being here just reminds me, I've never been to South Africa before. But I definitely am going to go to South Africa really, really soon by the grace of God. Anyways, what I was saying is this calm, serene environment and the view view, the outlook of the houses here remind me of a certain area in South Africa. I saw it in a movie once. So we're done with senior staff quarters. Next stop is the senior staff club. I don't really know. I am right here at the senior staff club. There really isn't much to look at, maybe because it's day, but at night, I guess this place is the hub of every activity in senior staff quarters. So there's a lawn tennis court, and I see from outside that there's a spot for shawarma and barbecue. So it looks like a cool place where old people catch fun. This is the UNIBEN Health Center that most students dread to even visit, but we're gonna go there. I'm gonna see the health center. If you've ever been to the health center in UNIBEN and you're a UNIBEN student, comment. What was your experience? Let me know. I've never been there. I've not even done my medical clearance. I'm going to do that before I leave school. That's mandatory anyways. So let's go to health center. I was about to go to my next stop and then I saw this behind me and I just could not ignore it. What you're seeing behind me is the popular orchard. Now, I don't know if it's orchard or orchard. Please, what's the correct pronunciation? Let me know in the comments. This right here is the praying field for every praying student in UNIBEN. So usually people come here to pray and have fellowship. But if you would see right now behind me, people are praying. I'm going to go into the field to give you more context about what I'm talking about. Here's one interesting thing you may not know, or you may not have known about orchard. Again, I do not know the correct pronunciation anyway. So you usually see trees here. The trees on this field are orange trees, but the interesting thing about them is that they don't produce fruit. They are withered. All the orange trees here are withered. Take a look. Parliamentary Hall, and then you have the offices of ESCOs of the Students' Union Government. This is the mace. Behind me is a statue of the mace, and here you have anything and everything. I mean, there's a laundry guy here, the hairdressers, a pharmacy, tailors, even the ATM. So whenever when faculty are around and you need cash, you just quickly come here and swipe your card and all. I think that, and yes, there's the famous Blessed Restaurant. So if you've ever heard of Blessed Restaurant in school before and you're a fresher, you don't know where it is, it's in June 12th. After this is the battle of faculties. So we're going to see each faculty in the school, and you get to pick which faculty is best. And after that, it's hostel face-off. Which hostel is the best? You have Hall 1, 2, 3, International Hostel, and Hall 6, and others. Please subscribe and watch out for next week's video.